We get to know Alex Rodriguez. And there's ball 4. It's been a remarkable year on the field, rather unremarkable off the field for Alex Rodriguez.
I do try to say the right thing. I end up saying the wrong thing. So I think for Alex, he's taken a great approach, and that's one of the reasons he's having such a great year.
Well, he got a great jump. Throw down a second. They're not going to get him. Rodriguez with his 9th steal in 11 attempts. The state capital, Columbus, Ohio, had a great 4-year career there. Foul tipped into the mitt of Molina. And that would have been ball 4 and batted back.
If he says careful, that means the shortstop's behind you. And if he says back, so he is your eyes, and you only have to watch the pitcher and the catcher.
That pitch hit Matsui on an 0-2 count.
But when you have a line,
he's trying to keep it a 2-run game here in the 7th. Brian Bruni begins to throw now in the Yankee bullpen. Well, he just abused Cano in that at bat.
Well, that's the thing about Jonathan Sant. He's got great stuff. It's the walks that have hurt him a little bit this year. But
0-1 on Miguel Cairo with 2 on and 2 men out. In the air, right field. Wynn will get it. And Sanchez pitches into trouble and then out of trouble. They stand and stretch in the Bay Area. 4-2, Yankees in front against the Mets. But he's not a strikeout guy. That was just one of those games. Hooked into left field and hit pretty well, but Matsui runs it down, 1 away. Well, we had a little time to visit with Billy Crystal and Robin Williams before the game today. And at the last second, Larry King had to, as this one is hammered into left field, and it is long gone. A home run by Pedro Feliz. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-run game.
Pedro Feliz is the type of hitter that likes the ball middle to middle in. He's very susceptible to sliders and when you can expand in the zone to him. But here's a guy that over the last 3 years.
See this event. And they said, well, we'll get that stiff Brenneman. At least he's here and maybe talk a little bit. There's a base hit in the center. And when you have a chance to be around those guys and just see them on at first base, Mark Sweeney announces a pinch hitter, thus Mike Myers from the pen.
What you're going to see from Mike Myers is you're going to see a submariner from the left-hand side.
Are you kidding me? On the ground to first, Cairo will tag out Sweeney. Advancing into scoring position is Vizquel, and there are 2 out in the inning. Run out there at second, 3-1 to Roberts, and Myers walked him. And that's going to do it for Myers, or at least one would assume based on the numbers Joe just gave a moment ago. And Torrey comes marching up the steps. That's all for Myers.
Field, Milky Cabrera throws excellent in center, and Matsui, even though he doesn't have the strongest arm, he's accurate and gets rid of it fairly quickly. So a little surprised that Hideki Matsui is as deep as he is in left field. I think he could probably come in a little bit with Randy Wynn. The Yankees, they all throw pretty decent in the outfield.
And there's a base hit into center field. Rounding third and coming in to score is Vizquel. On to third goes Roberts. And Wynn delivers to tie the game at 4.
You know, for the Yankees, the bullpen has been a tough spot for them for most of the year, the last 15 days, because he made a hand signal, and that's sometimes a concern that you're showing up an umpire.
3-2, and they are loaded for guess who? Rooney has walked Bonds, and the Giants have their first lead of the game. Lead, and now coming on with the bases loaded is left-hander Ron Vallone.
bullpen. It's almost like they're afraid to pitch to contact.
Eighth pitch in this at bat to Ryan Klesko. And he pops it up. Will Valone get the final out? It appears he will. A-Rod in foul ground, and that's that. So Valone takes care of Klesko. Giants take the lead. It's time now for the DirecTV game break. Here's Jeannie, Kevin, and Gracie.
Oh, yeah.
Legs in his back. And a lot of times it's related, that back problem in the legs.
Shattered bat roller at Durham. Damon retired. Correa, the 1-3 record, an ERA just barely over 3. Leads the Giant relievers in innings. Second in strikeouts, and opponents only hitting .218 against Correa. At one time a highly touted starting pitcher in the Giants. Line into center field, a base hit by Cabrera. Cabrera 3 hits today. Cabrera held on over there at first by Klesko, and there he goes. Swing and a miss, strike him out, and the ball is into center field, but Cabrera just now realizing that springs to his feet and advances on to third. Jeter really helped out Correa there. That was ball 4. The Yankees have a tying run at third with 2 away in the 8th inning. Have a tying run at third base. We're in the top of the 8th inning with 2 men out. Jack Tashner now takes over on the mound. Was tagged for 3 runs on 2 hits in 1 inning last Friday night in Boston. The opponents only hitting were doubled and scored back in the 3rd inning. Tying run at third, 2 out. 0-2 to Abreu. Struck him out on another breaking ball. And Tashner slams the door on the Yankee threat in the 8th. Leading the Yankees 5-4. Now Kyle Farnsworth takes over on the mound for New York. So Phillips just brought back up from the minor leagues. And Phelps was sent out. That ball lined into center field. It will fall. A base hit in front of Cabrera. And Barry Bonds, the go-ahead RBI, drawing a bases-loaded walk in a 3-run 7th. Feliz lifts a fly ball to right. 1 away. It is. He said, you know, I've done that World Series thing. Well, but he's never won a World Series.
Player in baseball. Right. He does all the little things that it takes to win. And it's just somewhat surprising to hear him say that.
Gone swinging, Shearholz. We're on our way to the 9th inning. A-Rod will lead it off. The Yankees only down a run. Brad Hennessy, who has 3 saves on the year, is trying to nail this one down. The Giants lead as we go to the 9th, 5-4. Hennessy 3 of 4 in save situation, but now works out of the Giant bullpen. 2-1 delivery. High drive center field. Has Rodriguez hit his 7th, 9th inning homer? You betcha. Well, obviously the month is not October, but in clutch situations this year for the Yankees, A-Rod's been pretty good.
Great players do great things, and he's done it all year for the Yankees. He's hit grand slams in the 9th inning to win games, and he just hit a home run, his 28th of the season.
It is his 9th home run in the last 19 games. And there's a liner in the center field, going to be caught by Dave Roberts off the bat of Jorge Posada.
You know, when they leave the Baltimore Sunday night, they better make sure that he gets on that plane. He's going to want to stay here.
Knocked down, and very close play at first. We talked about Rodriguez in the bats. On the ground, a second. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Barry Bonds is due up. I beg your pardon. Barry Bonds now out of the game. We're tied at 5.
So the difference that I've seen in him is, and he was really overworked. He was in 15, I think, of the first 21 games when the starters were struggling so bad.
Inside the National League West. Ball hit hard, and Cabrera's there. Well, we mentioned the name Randy Johnson. He ninth. The first batter ties the game. And they're 2 away in the Giants' bottom of the ninth.
And I think the thing that you're worried
up next. Off the end of the bat, fly ball to short right center. And we're on our way to extra innings, where the Giants are 3-5, the Yankees are 2-1.